Hello, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to my channel today. Today, I want to talk about something again relating to psychology, but today we are not going to talk about case management. Today, I want to focus on the behavioral part of the psychology. So I gathered a lot of data. So today, we're gonna talk about behavioral intervention. So I want to briefly explain to you guys what is a behavioral intervention and then what is it used for and how we're going to apply those behavioral intervention technique to help the children or adult who suffer from disability or intellectual disability. So first of all, I want to give you guys a guideline about behavioral intervention plan. So behavioral intervention plan is to use for the challenging child, which means that the child who suffer from behavioral difficulty, behavioral issue in terms of their mental health, or if they suffer from some type of behavioral problem. So those strategies will be used to target and address on the specific behavioral concern, and then those behavioral concerns always ranging from the children or the school kids who went to the school, or the kids who suffer some kind of delayed disability who have problem engage with other people or through the tantrum on a specific of time. So there are two types of things. Today I want to focus on more on special education. I don't want to focus on troubling child, those child who actually acting really normal. I want to focus on the specific, the child who really suffer from intellectual disability. And we can talk about child difficulty on their behavior. They are unable to form a receptive relationship with their parent. So there are a couple things that we can help with those children. When we try to get into that information, I want to give you guys a more detailed information and explanation about the certain thing that we can help those troubling children that who suffer from intellectual disability or who require to have a special education. So there are a couple things that we can help. There are a couple strategy that I want to talk about today. That all involved with the process of how to become a behavioral interventionist. So there are 5 things that I would like to talk about. Today, specifically, I'm just gonna give you guys a summary of everything. We're gonna talk about something called verbal operant. So literally speaking, it's all about verbal. You kind of communicate with a child. There are 5 types of verbal operant. There are meant, echoic. If I spell that not correctly, please direct me. The spelling is ECHOIC, TACT, TACT, and intraverbal, and a receptive. So let's talk about MEND first. So MEND spelled as MAND. So basically, if you want to teach child how to receptive with you, you have to ask for the object. So, for example, if you give the kids some let's say hot Cheetos, if the kids love spicy food, hot Cheeto, you give them hot Cheeto, and then you kind of prompt them and tell them what to do. So you give them a hot Cheeto and make them, practice those processes and become more receptive with you. So that's a summary of men. And then you can also use TACT, TACT, which is a labeling. You can kind of label in something. Okay, so like you can create a picture card labeling something for the kids and help the kids to understanding, to use the picture as a way to help them to develop a better communication skill, especially if they have a delayed developmental disability. And then you can use the other called echoic. I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. It's called ECHOIC. So pretty much you kind of repeat what you want them to repeat what you say. on a daily basis, or on your training section. So like say you say Hachido and you want them to repeat that back to you. And then interverbal means that you pretty much trying to create some kind of conversation with them, and then make sure that they receptive to you. And the last one was receptive. Receptive means like you trying to do a verbal praise when they're doing something correctly, when they respond Hachido correctly, when they respond certain thing correctly, and you kind of give them a verbal praise to make them feel they have been rewarded. So those are 5 things. Let me repeat that again. A verbal output will be number 1, receptive, and number 2, TACT, TACT, number 3, intraverbal, number 4, echo, ECHOIC, and last one, MAND, MAND. So the next time we're gonna be cover about data collection. We will be covering about how to create a behavioral intervention plan. We'll also talk about what is a positive enforcement and negative enforcement, and then how to address the children who have a maladaptive behavior. So thank you for attending to my channel. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe my channel or click the like button, and we'll be seeing each other next time. Bye bye.